what's the plan for KOH for Terra Crew?
It's the Terra Crew Rush. So it's 40 miles. It's one lap, and it's a $12,500 purse for Class 1450, as well as Class 1400.
With a belly full of tacos, welcome to the Dirt Life Show with your host, George Hamill.
Dude, thank you guys for taking over the Dirt Life Show. I appreciate all your guys' support and everything that's going on. You guys are doing an amazing job with all of the stuff that you're doing with Terra Crew. So what's the plan for KOH for Terra Crew?
That's a very good question. And I think a lot of people are waiting to hear. Evan has actually been our main producer for this event. He's been working really great with the KOH team. Hi, Darren.
Hi.
Hey.
What's called? Yeah, Evan. I think you're the man to take it away. The quick history of it is they've been trying to work with us for some time over the last couple years to get us out there. And some of the ideas were pretty cool, but they were kind of basic to what we normally do, which is kind of like at some of the more like off-road shows is like, demo, jump, that kind of stuff. And we thought that's cool, but we felt like it would be kind of silly to make jumps just in the middle of the desert. Why not use the desert? So our good friend Ted started working with KOH and their team over there. Amazing guy. We worked with him on a few other projects with Onyx. He got swooped up by the KOH team, and we had a really great talk at the Off-Road Expo. And I'm like, look, dude, like the people want the desert. We want to bring back the glory days of the old 1450, 1400 racing, 1450 racing of the past. And Lucerne is just like the best place for that. We kind of pitched that idea. And, it was cool. They said, hey, you know what? We are going to prove you psychopaths. And we're like, oh, crap. Now we got to figure something out. So they approved the race. The first race is called the Terra Dash, and that is on Saturday. And Evan can kind of tell you guys about that one.
Dude, that sounds like it's super cool. Before you get into it, Evan, listening from the sidelines, I think it's fantastic because it opens up a whole new avenue for guys that may not be professional racers.
Yeah, man, 100%. So it's the Terra Crew Rush, and it's basically it's going to be the prologue lap for all of the big racing on the desert challenge race on Sunday. So it's 40 miles. It's one lap. And it's a $12,500 purse for Class 1450, as well as Class 1400. So it's a huge purse for such a low amount of miles, So our biggest thing is we want to invite as many people as we can to come out there and race your truck. The entry is low; it's $300 to enter. And you have to purchase your USA license plus.
Dude, I think that's so cool. Don't you think that's going to be massive?
I think it's going to be huge.
We're hoping to get a really good turnout. The only issue is a lot of the guys that follow us that we feature aren't exactly racers like our homie Darren here. And so we all that good stuff.
Little connection right there.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, Darren, so he was talking about you a little bit. He said that you weren't really a racer, but, you are a movie star.
No, I think what he was saying is, like, a lot of people that do follow us and race with, and that's the best want to come out and hang out with us, have windshields in their trucks, and they're a little scared to go out and race them. They don't want to go out there. And, it's pretty daunting to want to go take on the Johnson Valley Desert. More or less have to, race a 40-mile race on a qualifying course after everyone else is qualified.
Yeah, it's going to be hammered.
Yeah,
it's going to be beat up.
Yeah, it's going to be hammered.
It's going to be hammered.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got one.
There it is.
Thank you.
But also, it's going to be, to want to go out there, these guys are going out for $12,000. It's going to be, there's not going to be any waiting to pass or anything. You're going to be getting ran F over if you're not moving quickly. It's going to be some carnage. So it's exciting. We're great for the opportunity, without a doubt. But
So,
it's going to be
Evan was talking about the rules and stuff. Like, if I had a truck, what do I have to have done to it?
You
Yeah.
have to have a Terra Crew sticker in the back window. You have to. That's actually it's best in the desert tech. So you
Okay.
gotta go through a legit tech. So
yeah, basically, you know, the basics. Kind of like we're referring a lot to the more racing stuff. Cody has done a great job with more, so we're kind of referring to a lot of the rules that they're doing too, and of course Ultra 4 has their own way to be like making sure everybody's safe. So, you know, the basics that every other racer would be going through, you know, fire extinguishers, you know, helmets, race suits, window nets. We are, to my understanding, Evan might be able to help me, but we're able to have windshields in this.
Okay.
Think so. Is that something you might be able to answer, Evan?
there's never been a rule against windshields ever.
Yeah.
Right.
I raced windshield in for a couple of years.
What about heaters?
so,
Can you have a heater?
Heater AC. You don't need AC out there.
Dude,
Yeah, pretty much.
a heater would be so nice. Sign me up, dude.
Yeah.
No, with the windows in and the exhaust coming by the center of the cab, it's pretty warm in these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody just said you need a cage. Yeah, you do.
I absolutely did. Yes, you can have windshields. Fish Logistics said that. So yeah, you know, again, guys, it's a 40-mile race on Saturday. We're super stoked. Just for those just tuning in, it's basically qualifying position for Sunday. Sunday is the 200-mile race with 100-mile laps. I think they're running with a bunch of the buggy guys, and a lot of the other trucks. So there's also with that on Sunday, there's a $35,000 shared purse that anybody who obviously qualifies for
Which class do they put you in on Sunday? Is it the T2 or T3?
T1.
T1?
No, T1. We're screwed. There's not a chance.
Dude,
wow.
is that
Dude,
really? Is that? Are you being
know.
joking? Or are you serious?
No, but that's what they sent me in a message. So
Oh, man.
we're screwed for Sunday racing.
I will have to say we might have to double check on that.
Okay.
And as soon as we do, we can
Please
post.
do. I've been waiting for that
Yeah.
answer for freaking months now.
Should put 'em in front of the
where are we going
T1s.
to race
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sunday?
Right, yeah. Step aside, boys. No, you know, I think we're gonna be okay. I don't think it's that class.
Fish just said yes, T1.
Oh, unlimited engines T1. He said. Oh man.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll exit.
We're screwed, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
that's so gnarly. Dude, you're just gonna have to mash the throttle as hard as you can and just hope for the best.
Yeah, there's no shot.
So I mean, I think the big thing is definitely the Terra Rush, the 40-mile dash. This is kind of experimental. This year, you know, I spoke to Dave about it, and we all thought it was a great idea for the 40 miles this time around. And just to try to get people out there and let them know that, you know, this is like 1400, 1450 friendly, and just try to get some of our crowd. Our crowd's already out there anyways, so might as well have them come watch something they're stoked on, you know.
Well, dude, like you
and
just
we're hoping
just
to
the
grow
fact
this
that
next
you
year.
guys are having the $12,500 purse in that race, dude. Like, I mean, that's amazing. Like, I think that is so cool to help grow the sport.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. There's two classes, so 1450 is 12,500, and 1400 is 12,500.
Oh, wow.
So a $25,000 purse
that's pretty
for
cool.
both. So if you guys have seen the registration numbers, you know, like chances are pretty good for a lot of people out there. There's a good shot for a lot of people. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, 1450 guys were known for like starting, you know, and not going very far, right, Darren? I mean, it just kind of happens sometimes.
Well,
You
we're
know,
garage built.
these are garage built things. The difference between a lot of these guys is it's, you know, weekend warriors, 9 to 5 guys, you know, guys that are working all throughout the week. And these are budget builds. So it is scary for guys to wreck and to do those kinds of things. It's not kind of like a Baja Bug or like a purpose built race vehicle. Like, oh, I wadded my truck up, you know, no big deal. We'll just flip it back over. It's like, no, dude, this is like for, at least I could speak to our friends in the crew. It's a big deal if you wreck. So guys are really pushing these hot rod like custom trucks to
Dude,
the max. You know,
That's
what I mean?
so rad.
So
It gets me hyped to go out there and do it, dude.
Yeah.
Like I would want to have a 1400 so I can go out there and rip too. Well, $12,000 also makes it pretty appetizing as well.
Dude, $300, dude. You know.
Dude, that's a pretty good return on your money if you can go out there and rip it. All right,
Dude,
so
right there, fish logistics, dude. So Austin Fish, for those of you guys that might not know, used to race this truck called the Peace. He runs Fish Logistics now, and I remember watching him and Dan Vance and all those guys from Total Chaos, ESP Fabrications, just absolutely rip the desert, and I was a huge fan of that. So those guys lived the glory days of 1450. So I'm hoping that Terra Crew can help push that again, you know, and bring some of that interest back into maybe some of these races and get some people stoked again. So,
dude, that's
yeah.
why I'm so hyped. And then, so what are you guys going to be doing? Like, who's going to be manning the wheel? Who's going to be sitting in passenger seats? Like, what's your guys' gigs? Evan, did you just say that? Your audio cut out a little bit, bud.
Oh, my bad. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay. I moved closer to my modem, so that should be better.
Right on. Having the phone a little closer to your face, and we'd like get a little bit better view of your beard as well. So
Let's see that mug.
Back, man. I shaved it off for a Ricky Bobby costume and for Halloween, so it's coming back in full force now. So
well, it's perfect because KOH is cold, so you're dialed. Your face will be nice and warm. Hey, so what's the plan then? Who's in driver's seats? Who's in passenger seats?
So Darren's driving. James might be in the announcer booth.
It's a terrible idea.
I'll be with our media crew, catching as much of that 40 miles as we possibly can via the videos and the photos. So,
dude, that's going to be pretty fun. And so, how do you feel about the level of competition, Darren?
I honestly haven't even looked. I'm not really worried about it.
Oh, look at this guy just flexing.
There, you know what, man? I think it's pretty cool. There's from what we've seen, there's some guys that can definitely hang up there, and that are pretty quick. And again, you know, these are vehicles that are prepped by friends in a garage leading up to the race. You know what I mean? So that's what makes it any man's chance to get that purse. You know, and that's what's so cool. I think the whole vibe about Terra Crew is like we try to include everybody at all levels of their builds to be part of it, and I think this race really encompasses that. You know.
Yeah. Well, I've been too. You know, some guys have been. I've seen some comments. Some guys have been complaining about there's no specific leaf spring class, which work on that here. This after all is kind of a trial run with us with racing. With Terra Crew, we've never done any sort of kind of race or been a huge part of a race before. So and I've been telling guys too, you know, a lot can happen in that 40 mile. You know, especially if there's some of these guys that are just absolutely gunning it for that 12,000, that cash purse. You know, they could get a flat. I mean, one flat in 40 miles, it ruins you. You know, it takes you from first to 15th or whatever. You know, so I keep telling people like, hey, don't be discouraged if you have a leaf sprung truck or you might be a little underpowered or whatever, or you know, you don't have that Darren Parsons race truck sitting in your garage, but you have a capable pre-runner that has most of the safety equipment you need.
Dude, but just the fact that you guys are trying to help grow the sport and get everybody out there, like, I think that's fantastic. I mean, like, anybody can bring whatever they want out there, but like, I do think though too, like what you just said, is that 40 miles, you're just going to go balls to the wall. Like, there's nobody's going to let up.
Yeah, you have to, you know, like I said, I mean, one little hiccup, you know, flat tire take you out. So I just want people to not be discouraged by, you know, the big bad boys, 15 and 1400 trucks that are going to be entering to, you know, and it's $300 and Darren can get a flat and you can fly past him and you can
well, there's a split also. Like the big deal is there's a split at 1450 and 1400. So I'm going to be running with 39 and above trucks, and then the 37 and under trucks. Like there's going to be a lot of 37-inch and under trucks out there that are a lot more obtainable builds that are a little bit more, you know, relative to a grassroots race program. Not that I'm not, but anyway, it's just there's going to be there's two different levels of racing that are there to be taken advantage of, for sure. And I think that these guys that are maybe whining and crying about not having a spring class or whatever, I understand their concerns, but as Evan pointed out, you know, 40-mile race, there's a lot of room for mistakes we made and for it to capitalize on, just an opportunity, honestly, to get out there and be a part of King of Hammers for a $300 entry. It's a no-brainer. I'm bringing out whatever truck I got. If I had
Dude,
have a race truck ready for this, I'd freaking run a leaf spring truck in this.
Just bring
in
a
this
stalker.
race.
yeah, just bring
Like,
out
bring
whatever.
the truck,
And,
just get out
one.
there
and every
And I think
be
that's
a
what
part
the
of
coolest
it.
thing is. Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. Like a lot of the videos we feature on our channel, almost I'd say 9 out of 10 of those trucks can run this race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I think there's a big respect for the guys that just want to participate. And we welcome all of that. So if you guys are hesitant about the race and you're like, yo, like I'm scared, man. If I wreck this truck, I'm screwed. It took me 5 years to build it, 4 years to build it. I'm still building it. Like I think there's a mutual respect amongst a lot of the guys in our class to not be a jerk. You know what I mean? And just like, nail people. But again, 12,500 is 12,500. But I think people know how to
Those
pull
guys
over.
are
You know what I mean?
Dude, there's going to be
There's
people
gonna be
going
those
ham
guys
for
out
sure.
there.
And then I also
There's gonna
think
be those
too,
guys.
like a couple of points that I just got from what you guys were saying is that the desert is the great equalizer too. You don't have to have the best truck; you could still win. It's only 40 miles.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And you got to keep it alive.
Yep.
That's the
Dude.
big thing. I feel like Laughlin usually, even these tiny races, has lower finishing counts than like the Baja 500 sometimes because people just go so hard, so fast, thinking
So-
they have to outdrive everybody.
At that, what was it, the Rage the River? That's 2 days or whatever it is. Like, there's so many people that smashed their shit on the first day and couldn't even race the second day because they just went balls to the wall. So there's so much stuff that can happen. I'm so hyped that you guys are doing this.
Right on.
Thanks, guys. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we appreciate it. We felt a really great welcome from the KOH team and off-road, racing community. I think we kind of dip our toe in every once in a while. Guys like Nick Eisenhower, Chris, and Darren, and our buddy Roy, and Vince Munoz, and all those guys. Like those guys race and do all that good stuff, and they kind of keep us connected to that scene. A lot of us would love to race and to be able to do that. And I'm sure Darren would like to race more too, and a lot of the other guys. But we are pre-runner guys. At heart, and we go have fun with our friends. That's like our primary thing to do. Aside from that, racing is amazing. We love the culture. We're just trying to be like, there's a funny hashtag we use all the time, trophy truck dreams. Because it's funny, like that's all we've always wanted growing up. Is to be like those guys. So
it's crazy that you say that, James, because Darren was actually on a show with us at Andy McMillan's shop, and he got to talk about that stuff. And it was funny because Darren was like completely in the reality section. He's like, dude, I would love to sit in one of those trucks one day, but I'm just gonna keep ripping my truck, dude, garage built, and I'm going for it.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah,
There's no quick ticket into a trophy truck of that caliber, especially. I mean, even the thought of us having to race trophy truck on Sunday was enough to be like, oh, I'm out. There's no chance. Like, there's a huge difference between a truck like mine that would run with like 2001 trophy trucks and the 2023 trophy truck of the day. So
well, dude, we always talk about this on the show. Like we talk about pricing out, right? Like, so UTVs are so cool because they allow this stuff, but now you guys are actually offering another avenue for people to get in, dude. That's why I'm so hyped, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys can. I'm really happy about this.
That's what we want to create. I love being
so
inclusive.
don't be scared, guys. Everybody out there, don't be scared. I know it sounds scary, and I know you guys are like, oh my god, they're out for blood. These guys are gonna blow my doors off. You know what I mean? But honestly, like I think a lot of the friends that are gonna be going. Did you say yes? We are.
Yeah.
Damn it, Darren, get out of here.
Hey, if you're not
Darren
lining
has
up
a
out there to
connection
play
issue.
for Keeps, start in the back.
So that's the thing. Maybe that's something, again, it's something cool where your family could come watch you. You're racing on a KOH race. So if you guys are going to register and come out, just remember, like, if there's a way maybe there's something we can do with the Ultra 4 guys. I mean, the KOH team, and see if, I don't know.
Well, this is just building blocks, right? Like, you guys are, you guys are on the road to success because they're building blocks for it, right? Hey, James, do you want me to have Darren or the producer cut Darren off? We can kick him out real quick.
Bye, Darren.
But yeah, no, like, seriously, I think it's fantastic because, like, you're just breaking the surface. Like, you're just getting it going, and like, who knows what'll happen next year and the year after.
Yeah.
It's sky's the limit.
That's the goal. That's the goal. And I think that's what Dave had in mind was, hey, let's Right, Evan. Let's test the waters this year. Kind of see how this goes. See if we even like these fools, these desert hooligans.
Dude, Fish just brought up a good point. Remember, you guys are on the live stream, so you guys better send it.
Yeah, Darren.
There's no time.
Hey, look, he was talking all kinds of crap. Now he's got to live up to the.
Well, maybe we'll see.
Have I not? Have I not?
For sure. Yeah, it'll be cool, man. It'll be really cool.
Yeah, I think it will be really cool. And the side note of this is all that you get to have fun with everybody on the lake bed, right? People that may or may not know you guys in person get to come out and meet you guys. They get to hang out. There's all going to be all kinds of fun being had on the lake bed when it's not in the racing. Then they get to go out and check out different events with you guys. They can go watch all these crazy things that happen at night. Plus, they get to watch you guys if they don't want to race. And if they do want to race, they get to compete with you guys. It's going to be badass.
Yeah, and if anybody has a crappy old truck that they think they can make it up Chocolate Thunder or backdoor, slide into my DMs. I'm looking for something just to buy for the weekend to go out there and absolutely.
What's the budget?
Under 5,000.
Dude, I mean, that sounds like a pretty good budget to try to get up Chocolate Thunder.
So.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those.
I could find something.
There's a good grip of those rock crawlers that are not even close to that.
And again, like that's the coolest part about King of the Hammers. You can go out there in any level of vehicle and enjoy yourself. You truly can. I mean, you get out there in your Prius and park at the.
Somebody already just said that they have a CRV that you can borrow for good. So what has been your guys' favorite? Darren, you go first, and then James, and then Evan. What has been your favorite part of KOH, and what are you looking forward to this year, other than what you guys have going on?
I like King of the Hammers because it's I mean, what bigger venue do you get than a spot like that where you can just, again, you can pull in any vehicle and go walk in any direction and you're going to see something you've never seen before. You're going to watch a vehicle go through a terrain that you probably didn't even think a vehicle could go through. You'll see people that you'll never want to see again. And you're going to take pictures that you'll look through in your phone one day and be like, oh my gosh, can't believe, look at that. It is insane all the way through. It's, it's the biggest event on public land, isn't it?
It's pretty.
Threshold?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's pretty massive. I've heard that same thing or that same claim, but every time I go out there, like I just can't say enough about everybody that's out there and the people. Like, I've never been there and not been amazed at some of the things that people build and bring out there. It just blows my mind.
True, so true.
Yeah. Nothing gets thrown away. Nothing gets thrown away. They figure out a use for everything.
Yeah, fully. All right, what about you, James?
I mean, it's one of my favorite things is I think just seeing like the professionals connecting with the fans and hanging out at night too at all the spots is a really cool thing. I think it's really a cool experience for people to connect with people out there. One of my best memories, like I was lucky enough to be at like the first couple King of the Hammers. My buddy Brian Kirby is like a really awesome fabricator and really well known with the Ultra 4 community. So I got to go the first couple of years when it wasn't really like a big event. It was kind of still invite. And I actually had my truck out there and seeing what it's grown from literally like 150 people, 200 people there to what it is now to, from what Evan has said, 100,000 plus people event is astounding. So, I mean, just to hear all that is really cool, so I'm excited with all the people and all that good stuff to be there. So
yeah, and you get to watch all the big dogs, right? You get to see this badass Class 1 car of Dave Mason Jr., dude. It's so cool to see everything because there's such a variety.
Yeah, definitely, man.
What about you, Evans? Because you get to see it from a little bit different perspective.
So I've been shooting King of the Hammers for the last 5 years or so now. And yeah, seeing it from a media standpoint is a little bit different than everybody else. But honestly, man, my favorite part is just like the people of Hammertown. As a photographer and somebody who enjoys storytelling and whatnot, I mean, you could spend all of your time just running around the lake bed and finding super interesting people to talk to with super interesting and gnarly looking builds. And for me, man, it's just going out there. It's a whole vibe. The whole event is just it's like you kind of become a new person for a week. and you just encompass the desert around you and all these people, and you might do some weird shit you you normally wouldn't do, or whatever.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Like Evan was getting all serious there for a little. Evan was getting all serious there for a little bit, and I'm like just thinking in the back of my head, what do you mean? Like all of the interesting people just hydrating all week, and then they're not going to be able to move when they get back to work?
Yeah, man. It's just a cool thing. The night crawling stuff is always fun. So hang on.
Move closer to the.
Sorry.
Closer to your modem.
This
His beard's interfering with the Wi-Fi,
Evan said
dude.
he likes the Dang Brothers pizza. That's what he said. He
Yeah.
likes the Dang Brothers pizza.
Dude, hey, so if you guys are interested, right across from Dang Brothers Pizza, we got the Box O'Toole guys. We are going to have a hot sauce challenge on the Wednesday of qualifying. If you guys are interested, come over there, see if you can beat any of the fans.
No thanks.
That's cool, dude.
I knew it. That's the same response that
porta potty.
yeah. Well, we purposely did it the day before the UTV race. Yeah.
So how do you win that challenge? Is it like you cry the least, or is it like you?
No, you got to
handle
get
the
through
most
all the hot
sauce?
sauces because they go in levels, like all the way to Del Scorcho or whatever it is. Like
That should be mandatory with entry entry.
Del Scorcho. Is it
Dude.
directly on the tongue, or is it like?
no,
a
we got tater
cracker?
tots. You can dip tater tots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
Are
man.
we there, huh?
We're just trying to kill
Yeah,
people.
well.
We're gonna try to kill people out at Hammertown before their races. So
Luckily, it's after my race, so
Yeah,
I gotta
good.
try.
yeah, perfect. All right, boys, you guys got anything else? I really appreciate it, man. Like honestly, I didn't expect that all this stuff was gonna happen, and I'm glad you guys were able to tell all of us everything that's gonna go on with you guys' whole situation.
Thank you guys so much. Just thank you guys for letting us be a part of this show. Looking forward to getting on another show with you guys sometime. I know we've been trying to make it happen, but we're really stoked to be here with you guys. So we appreciate you for having us. I guess just the other thing to say is don't be scared, guys. Sign up. Let's see you guys out there. It's going to be an awesome race. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have tons of media, tons of coverage, live coverage too. So be a cool way to showcase your build, which you're made of. And then second, right after the race, that evening, we're all going to go on like a big old Terra crew run, but it's a secret.
Dude, how
It should
sick
be a
is
lot
that?
of fun. Everybody's welcome. Yeah, man, dude, be safe out there. Watch out for people. Please be safe.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hey, we'll see you guys out on the lake bed again. Thank you guys for being a part of the Dirt Life show. We really appreciate everything and all the support. So we'll see you guys out there.
Thanks, guys. See you out there. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
See you guys.
Thank you.